Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hello again, welcome back to my channel. Look at my lovely Christmassy nails. I hope you are having a wonderful time. We are here for weeks 46 and 47 of 52 weeks of fandom. Plan with me. And this time we're featuring the sticker patch and Plannin with Manny. So let's get into it. Alright, I really enjoyed how I've been doing the past couple of weeks in doing all of the setup beforehand. Whether I'm putting the full boxes down at the bottom or I'm putting them in the middle, I'm really enjoying getting some of the structure laid down. It has definitely... Now, why I figured this out so close to the end of the project, I have no clue. You would have thought that I would have figured this out a long time ago. Anyways, I just got a text message. I gotta go pick up groceries here in a little bit, and it just texted me saying some of your items can't be, aren't in stock or whatever. Anyways, but I don't know why I figured it out so late in the game that having the structure is going to aid me a lot, because I know that there have been times when filming, all of a sudden I run out of room. There's not or I still have so much room left over, and then obviously I don't have any deco, and I'm not planning anything else in this. This is truly just laying down stickers and writing one thing. It's not, there's no rhyme or reason besides tracking something to keep for memory. Now, I do know that when I go and when I move, or when my kids one day will go through my boxes of planners, they're going to go through and they're going to be like, what? And they're going to look through and they're going to see these little tidbits, and so I know down the line it's going to be something amazing. Now, if I could just do that and be consistent with their memory keeping. Bad mom. Gotta get better. Got to get better. So, but anyways, back to it. Having the structure down has helped me immensely. However, this is not normally how I plan. I don't lay things out structured. And if you watch, my plan with me is where I plan, with my kits, and I use lots of characters and things like that. None of that is structured in the terms of this. It's me literally knowing what I do, sticky note up at the top, followed by full box, functional boxes, and then Tuesday, full box up at the top, and all of that, and stuff. So, but for this project, I realized that being structured is probably a wise thing, flying by the seat of my pants. So let's see if we can carry that on into next year and be more successful with it. If we can, I will say that the project has become a win. So, alright, so I've been thinking some more and trying to figure it out. So I mentioned it in one of my previous videos here that I was changing up what next year's theme is going to be. It's still going to be very much foiled, so while I do have a lot of foil in stock, I know that some of the foil is not going to work for everything. So I am going to have to up my foil stock. And literally, I'm needing bottom washi and overlays. I don't do bougie boxes. However, depending on what I decide to track in the planner, the bougie boxes might be something nice. But anyways... And then I don't obviously use icons or anything like that, foiled icons or scripts or stuff. So basically I'm looking for the foiled headers, so that foiled header overlays, overlays to go over the full boxes, and the bottom washi foil. And I'm thinking my best bet is going to be, I have a ton from my subscriptions to Caress Press, so I will be utilizing those. I have some from Scribble Prints Co., and then I'm thinking my best bet will be Planner Pixie Co. Planner Pixie Co., and then Keep It Simple stickers. Those are the two TBC shops that I know that do a lot of foil. Craft Planning and Planner. But did she do the the header overlays. I know I have some Craft Penguin Planner followers down here. I know Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. I get bombarded with so much stuff that I can't remember who has everything. So how Caitlin keeps it all together, I don't know. I think she has a secret book that she refers to. That's what I think. So, but anyways, I need to get kind of stocked up on that. And I don't know if I'm going to do any like fun colors. I have to really plan that one out. But I definitely will keep to, like, there's going to be lots of hollow and lots of silver because those are, like, my go-to. I'm not a big fan of hot gold, but, however, some kits do like hot gold, but I do like the more, like, light gold. All right. And then, obviously, rose gold. We're talking about stuff and I'm not telling you what's going on. 2001, Microsoft releases the Xbox gaming console. Gates feared that gaming consoles would take the place of computers, which is the reason why he released his Xbox gaming console. Sony and Nintendo were dominating the market then. You know, obviously Nintendo with Mario, Sony with the PlayStation dominating the market. They're both Asian companies. Gates wanted something here in America. Obviously, things are still produced over in you know where. But he didn't want to lose out on that. So, 2001, the first Harry Potter film opened across theaters in the United States. And here we are 20 years later, and people still love it. I still watch it. Actually, I never watched any of the Harry Potter films until I was an adult. So, I didn't get to enjoy that process of it all happening there, but I'm going to enjoy it now. Wednesday the 17th, 1973, President Nixon tells newspaper editors at Walt Disney World that he is not a crook. This took place during the Watergate scandal. I think it's so funny that he went to like one of the happiest places on earth to tell everybody that he wasn't a crook when clearly we all know that he was, because that's why he resigned. Watergate scandal came out and proved he was a crook and he was doing shady things and all that stuff, and he resigned as president. So, the 18th, 1978, a mass suicide is led by the People's Temple founder Jim Jones at Jonestown. Final death toll was 909 adults and children. So this happened, so obviously he had Jonestown, which was somewhere in, I think it was Africa, and had all these people there, and, you know, some people had tried to escape and whatnot, but the quote-unquote feds, I don't know what it would be called on an international level, start, you know, making way. They're heading over there, and that's when, you know, they put the stuff in the Kool-Aid and make everybody drink it, and that's how everybody died. Really, really sad. I watched, like, a whole documentary, and it was like, he's not a good guy. And there were so many red flags from the beginning. But, you know, hindsight's always 20/20. 2003, an arrest warrant is issued for Michael Jackson on charges of child molestation. So, this wasn't the first time he had been accused of molesting a child, but this was a pretty big arrest warrant. It made a lot of news. So, Saturday the 20th, 1945, the Nuremberg trials begin with 24 high-ranking Nazis going on trial for war crimes. And that is where we get the Nuremberg codes and, you know, informed consent and all of that, just because of of all the medical experiments that they performed on Jewish men, women, and children. So, 1980, 350 million people tune into the show Dallas to find out who shot JR, which is crazy. It just goes to show that people get invested with, like, shows. I get invested with shows. So, I will tell you three shows that I've gotten heavily invested in and that I've watched episodes over and over again. The first is Supernatural. Like, duh. Can't, like, that, I think that was, like, my very first show. I'm not invested into The Walking Dead as I used to be. So I haven't seen, like, 3 seasons now. The other show was Sons of Anarchy. I got really invested with that. I feel that every person on that show did such an amazing job at portraying the characters. I've not seen the spin-off, nor do I care to, because I really don't want some character development ruined. And then the third show that I've really, you know, got invested in and things like that was obviously Grey's Anatomy. However, once Derek was killed off, spoiler alert, it just wasn't the same. And I understand why why Patrick Dempsey had to leave. Like, I get that. But it just wasn't the same. And then obviously when Christina left, it wasn't the same. And it just, first 5 seasons are my favorite. After that, I kind of, churned through it. Last, 4 seasons, 5 seasons, something like that, have not been my favorite. But I'm still invested. So, those are definitely the 3 shows that I've been invested with, and everything. So, this kit is from Plannin with Manny. If you know who they are, you know who they are. If you don't know who they are, well, here you go. They hand draw everything. So they come out with collections every month for the sales, and they hand draw them all and have coordinating collections. And Manny is one of their beloved dogs who passed away, was it last year? They do have a new puppy, and then you have their the cat in here is Owen, I believe. So it's all based on their characters, and then they come up with themes and do stuff, and it's amazing. I've had a lot of Planning with Manny kits, and yes, and of course, like Top Gun. Doesn't another Top Gun? Would it be Top Gun 2? I don't know what it would be, but isn't there another Top Gun being released? Like a few, like he's now like the teacher and stuff, or maybe he's not a teacher. I don't know. Isn't that coming out in December? God, I should probably know. I know they've been talking about doing another Top Gun for so long that it's like hard to keep up with. However, I'm super, oh my gosh, I saw a billboard, you guys. I saw a billboard for Matrix, what is it? Resurrection, I think is what it's called. I'm not going to Google on my computer. I have a computer right here, but I'm not going to Google because I should have better be prepared. But I saw a billboard for it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I told my husband, I was like, hey, I think we need to go see it, because that theater is going to be filled with all of these Gen Xers and elder millennials, because that was our, like, that, I remember when it came out. I remember going to the theaters. Like, it was amazing. I love The Matrix. I am, like, waiting for, like, perfect times to watch it with my kids, because I feel it just, like, changed so much of the movies at that time. It was something so different. So I know a lot of people don't like Keanu Reeves, whatever. I think he's fantastic. I've enjoyed just about every single movie I've watched him in. And yeah, so I'm super excited. So I'm gonna go see a movie in a movie theater soon. I still need to go see the new Ghostbusters that came out. I really need to see that. But time. It's all just about time. But I might need to make, you know what? Closing the shop down on January. Closing the shop on December 19th for the holidays. We will be back January 3rd. I think during that time frame, I need to go see 2 movies. Now, do I go? Well, I know that The Matrix would be just my husband and I. That would just be him and I. But the Ghostbusters one, do we make that a him and an I, or do we make that a family thing? I don't know. That's been our thing lately. I don't know. So, alright. Scripts are from my shop. TDIH stands for This Day in History. The emojis are from the Coffee Monsters Co. Have been on every single day in this planner, and I can't wait to do a flip through with this. Like, I'm going to talk to you. Oh yeah. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you about the kits. I'm going to tell you about everything. Like, you can get a lowdown. We're going to get to see how the year progressed. All right. Monday the 22nd, 1963. President John F. Kennedy is assassinated while traveling through Dallas, Texas in an open-top convertible. We all know that one. So, I'm going to forewarn you that is it this video or is it another video? It may be the other video. Either way, if all of a sudden you see the camera shaking, it's because my bun hits the light above my head. Apparently, I'm tall. Who would have thought that one? I have a very short waist, but when I'm sitting at this filming area, I'm tall. I don't know why this happens. but I have short arms, which prevents me, like, I still have to, like, stretch up to, like, reach it to, like, zoom in on my camera and stuff. Yeah. It's a whole, I should have my husband, like, take a video, like, behind the scenes, and him just take these little snippets and vignettes of me struggling during this entire process. And then maybe y'all can help me figure out how to make it better. All right. 1936, the first issue of the magazine titled Life is published. 1971, hijacker and criminal mastermind D.B. Cooper parachutes out of a plane. He had $200,000 of ransom money in his possession. Do you guys remember the movie Without a Paddle? It had Matthew Lillard and is it Seth Green and then like somebody else. Anyways, super funny movie. My husband and I laugh. The favorite scene is when they're in the cave and it's like, my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. Like that whole scene, because they're wet and they have to snuggle. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so hilarious. Anyways, it's like the premise is D.B. Cooper, and you have is it Burt Reynolds at the end who plays D.B. Cooper, or I think he plays D.B. Cooper, and he still has like his bell bottoms and all of that. Like, yeah, movie is absolutely hilarious. I love that movie. All right, 1999, the UN General Assembly passed a resolution marking the first International Day for the elimination of violence against women. I'm just going to leave that there. 1922. Oh, what was it? 2 videos ago now, I think. I talked about this. Howard Carter. In 1922, him and his team discovered the Tomb of King Tut. Well, here we have, that they actually open it. Yay! And so it was only like a couple of weeks, which is kind of exciting. When I was doing the video, I couldn't remember which date it was, like what year. So, Howard Carter, an English archaeologist, opens King Tut's tomb, in Egypt, and it was virtually intact. 2005, Aerosmith and 50 Cent headline a $10 million bar mitzvah for 13-year-old Elizabeth Brooks. Oh, guys. Her father ended up getting arrested for, like, fraud, embezzlement, crap like that. Yeah, so that was an interesting rabbit hole that I went down. And then 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer is murdered in prison. He was beaten to death while on bathroom cleaning duty. Okay, cool. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have such a fun time. I'm feeling more comfortable behind the microphone. It's taken a while, but, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in my next video, okay? Enjoy the spreads, and everything will be down below. Bye now.